A major factor keeping larger airplanes from landing at Logan's Airport is their weight.
As Fox 13's Brian Champagne shows us, that's all going to change later this month.
It's dump trucks and paving equipment on the main runway at Logan-Cache Airport since early May.
We've milled 2 inches of the old pavement off. We've added a leveling course and then 2 inches of the surface course that we're standing on right now.
Runway construction is different from basic roadways, especially when it comes to what's underneath the pavement.
Pretty stringent compactions, air voids, all the testing that takes place, it has to meet the FAA requirements.
This might be 5% here.
The old asphalt wasn't up to the weight of big planes like the ones the Aggie football team or their opponents flew in on.
We were having Boeing 737s land here, Airbus 318s. They were over our weight limits, and now they no longer have to get a waiver to land here.
Ivy says the main runway should be back open June 25th, but then close later for grooves and repainting. For now, smaller planes can land on the smaller crosswind runway, but only in the daytime.
And who uses these runways the most, and I mean all day long? The flight schools.
Utah State University's 330 flight school students can take off and land on the smaller strip, but can't do touch-and-go practice here.
We've moved over to Preston, which has a short runway, or Brigham State that has a longer runway that would allow that landing, rolling to a stop, and then taking off with the remaining runway.
So after heavier planes can land here all they want, might Logan get commercial flights?
Well, you might see it someday here at Logan Airport. We do have the land where we could add a terminal.
And while they've tried to lure airlines here,
nothing on the horizon at this juncture.
Still, about 3 corporate jets a day and Hill Air Force Base pilots doing training are waiting for all this to get done.
It's a busy airport here.
In Logan, Brian Champagne, Fox 13 News, Utah.
The money for the runway renovations came from a federal grant. More federal money was recently used to buy 10 acres just south of the airport. The airport manager says owning that land will keep developers away and keep their flight path clear.